Turkmenistan Minister of Environment, Your Excellencies, Mr. Ambassador of Germany, Mr. Ambassador of Switzerland, Chancellor of Affairs, European Union, Governors of Gharbiya, Governor of His Excellency Governor of Kafr Sheikh, His Excellency Governor of Asyut, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, as Engineer Ahmed Saeed mentioned, it's a great pleasure and honor to have you all here participating in the launching of the investment component of the National Solid Waste Management Program. Actually, the importance of that program is presented in the sustainable and tangible solutions that the program will offer to the solid waste management problems and the challenges in Egypt. The National Solid Waste Management Program has been designed as a joint program of the government of Egypt, the European Commission, and the German Development Cooperation. The overall goal is to contribute significantly to the sustainable protection of the environment and the climate, the conservation of resources, and the reduction of health-related problems through its two main components, the technical and financial component. The program assisted in the setup of the solid waste management units in the 4 governorates, aiming at enabling them to competently undertake planning and control functions in waste management, which supported the way to decentralization. And the role of WEMRA is not to centralize the waste management activities, while to coordinate the decentralized efforts among the governorates. Finally, I would like to extend our gratitude and thanks to our international and national counterparts. The European Union, the German government and the German Development Corporation, the Swiss government and the Swiss State Secretaries for Economic Affairs, the Egyptian Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Egypt. We truly appreciate your cooperation and participation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Fatma.
Policies and legislations in relation to solid waste management. The overall goal of National Solid Waste Management Program is to improve the solid waste management in a way that contributes significantly to the sustainable protection of the environment, climate, and the reduction of health-related problems in Egypt. On this occasion, I would like to thank the international and the national counterparts who contributed to the implementation of this program, and with special thanks to the Swiss government, the European Commission, German development partners, KfW and GIZ, and for all who prepared for these events. Special thanks for my colleague, Dr. Fatma Mohsen, and all her partners in the new agency who really worked so hard in order to establish or to reformulate this program, and let us have this event, this important event now, to launch this investment program that will lead to, I'm sure that it will help the 4 governorates in addressing the major issues of solid waste management in their governorates, and implement actual and real projects in a way to solve the problem of solid waste management in these governorates. Thank you for all of you, and I hope the successful implementation of this very important program.
Improved waste management is an essential element in efforts to make the world more resource efficient. And if a country is to generate greater economic returns at lower cost to the environment, then it must find ways to extract more value from the resources that it takes from the nature, and at the same time it has to cut the burden of emissions and waste. And in Europe and worldwide there is an increasing recognition that we cannot take or make material to simply get rid of it after having used it. We have to get even more serious about establishing a cycle which I would call recycle, repair and reuse, which means that we not only use but also reuse material after repairing it as needed. Practically, this means we have to focus on waste prevention, reuse, recycling and recovery, rather than just disposing of material that we no longer use, for example by using waste for landfilling purposes. In recent years, the important goals of recycling, repairing and reusing.
Minister Dr. Haram, Minister of Environment, Governors and Excellencies, Markus Leitner, Excellency Ambassador of Switzerland to Egypt, Mr. Reinhard Brennerer, Chargé d'Affaires of the EU delegation to Egypt, distinguished guests. Thank you very much for hosting this official opening today here at Cairo House. It is a good initiative to give visibility to the issue of solid waste, a topic that most people prefer to forget and rather not talk about. This, however, is a mistake. The sound and sustainable management of solid waste is of tremendous importance for Egypt's development. Solid waste affects the health, the quality of life, and the income of people. It affects the environment and the efficient use of resources. And of course, it affects as well the production of greenhouse gases and climate protection. Solid waste management has linkages to a lot of other sectors in Egypt's development. Solid waste management reduces health risks by disposing of hazardous and infectious materials, by reducing vermin, by reducing